All right, on this last set of exercises, we're being asked to write the function that is being graphed. So they tell us that f of x is the absolute value function, g is the quadratic function, h of x is the square root function, and j of x is the cubic function. So number one, we recognize that it's a cubic function. If we look at sort of that middle point, which is usually at the origin, it's been shifted up by 1. So we know that to shift up, we have to add to the outside of the function or after the function. So this would be j of x with 1 added to it. Right? Go ahead and hit pause and then come back to see if you got all the answers right. Again, only bad people don't hit pause. Do them all, then come back and check your answers. All right. Again, I'd like to welcome all the good people back from hitting pause. Let's check some answers. So I'm going to go with the absolute value function, and it's shifting to the right, so I'm going to have to subtract from x by 3. This is my quadratic function, which was g. It's shifting up and down, so that's going to be after the function. It's shifting down by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so minus 5. Again, on both of these, I kind of look at sort of that what you could almost call the vertex of the absolute value function and the vertex of the parabola to sort of get a feel for what shift is happening. All right. Here, again, I'm going to kind of look at that point that used to be at 0, 0. It's been shifted 1, 2, 3, 4 to the left. So my square root function is h. Shifting to the left, I actually have to do the opposite, right? So I'm going to have to add by 4. Don't get tripped up by that. Right? And for 5, we're going to be looking at, oh, well, it's still in the middle of the graph, but the origin is over here, so we're actually 3 to the right of where we would usually be. So that would be h of x. It's a side-to-side shift, and it's a shift in the positive direction, so we have to subtract 3. All right, on the next one, we've shifted that critical point down 2 from the origin, so that's going to be my square root function was f of x, and I'm subtracting 2 from that. Right? Quadratic function, and we're shifting 3 to the left. So the quadratic function was j. Nope, just kidding. Our quadratic function was g, and we're shifting that 3 to the left, so we're going to have to add 3 to the input. All right. Here we've got the cubic, so that's j now. There it is. And it's shifting 1, 2, 3 to the right. So that's going to mean I have to subtract 3 there. And then finally we've got the quadratic, but oh, it's flipped upside down. So you learned from Mr. Phelps the other day that that means I'm going to be looking at the negative of g of x. But then we took that and we shifted it up by 1. Pew!